the world and only one name. And this and please. Take your time here. Be very careful. Because it is a little slippery and I don't want nothing to happen with you. It's a little slippery here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Take your time. I'm not in a hurry. Yes, I do. You take your time here. Also,
Mm-hmm.
take your time. Be very
Okay.
careful.
Yes, ma'am.
Mind your steps. Also here, mind your steps. Then we go like this, please. Take your time. Be very careful. We'll go more for that too.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go for that. Mind your steps here. The owner came here, start first by the start his own private home.
Mm-hmm.
After that, he start with the museum.
Mm-hmm.
After that begins, but this place was totally run down and he made some houses that he has restored them nice hotel rooms now.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the hotel rooms that you see now. But not only at this side he has hotel rooms. Out of town in West Point on the seaside, called Kura, Hulanda Lodge.
Mm-hmm.
In this garden they have the celebrations. Wedding parties but also birthday parties. So whenever you have a celebration, always welcome. Now they're making from this garden a restaurant. You can see the chairs and the table. 2:30, so they start beginning to clean everything, put everything nice. And at this place you can see, it is written. Oh, you have to come well dressed. Menu, phone number, the days that this restaurant is open, also the hours.
Mm-hmm.
Also we get the award, it is written also here.
Mm-hmm.
This is a place you can see the ficus tree in front of you. Now we are going to see the painting that is on the wall of the owner's house. And this is a place, take your time to very careful.
Sweet. Mm. Oh, you know what that reminds me of? Tales from the Hood, brother.
He is the artist. He is painting everything. Middle one, the owner is standing. Those people, they were living in this area.
Oh, no.
In front of the museum, there's a sculpture from a lady with rose in her hair, with the big mama. The lady with the blue rose in her hair, you were sitting beside her. She is the big mama. Before they came in the museum, you see by the sculpture tried to make the pictures, and she is the big mama.
Mm-hmm.
Now we are going to see this sculpture, this piece. Mind your step, be very careful.
Yes, ma'am.
Go at this piece. This young boy is coming from Zimbabwe, Africa. It's made of soapstone.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Yeah.
It's good because that with this young boy from Zimbabwe, Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to see the number of the house of the owner at this house. Take your time, be very careful. The name of the house is the mansion Kura, Hulanda 40.
Mm-hmm.
Kura is our Papiamento language. It means garden or yard in English. Hulanda is also our Papiamento language. It means Holland of the Netherlands. But it is translated in English by Dutch courtyard. See? It is number 5.
Okay.
Now we go inside the house. And this is those are the markings that they have done with Africans. It is in French, because French did with the slave market also. And in front of you, through those glasses, you can see 2 circles. 1998, 1857 until 1861. 1998 is the year of restoration of this house. 1857 until 1861 are the years of the buildings. It took them 4 years to build this house. It took them 1 year to restore it. It's the private home of the owner. And at this place you can see the monkey again. It is in Germany. Germans did with the slave trade. These are also the monkeys. You see him?
Yeah.
Now ask come again. Listen please. Those are the markings again. It is in English, Dutch, Spanish, French, also Germany. All those people did with the slave trade. In former days, the owner used to come from this door, steps up, and at this place you can see the front door of his private door. If you stand like here, you can see a nice lamp over there. In between those curtains, you can see a nice lamp also. Inside the house, it is a real beauty. You can stand it like this side. Here you can see it better. Here at this side. Between those curtains, you have to see.
Oh, the lamp up there? Yes.
Yes.
The chandelier, actually. is
Yes,
what they call it.
inside the house, it is real beauty.
Yeah. Bedroom. Okay.
You have seen between those curtains, sir?
Yes.
Excuse me.
Now we are going to see, we're going to those banana trees, we're going to visit Charles Darwin, we're going to the islands of the Columbus, and this like this. Here, be very, very careful. You can sit in the elephant chair if you want to. And we're going to talk about Charles Darwin. You can sit in the elephant chair if you want. Charles Darwin, you can see him here, he was young. Then you can see again, still young. In front of you, you can see Charles Darwin again, was now old. This man was searching and searching and searching. He was very interested about dinosaurs. That's why you see some replicas over here. What he really wanted to know, it was the lifestyle of animals on several islands. Those times there were no airplanes, neither could he swim from one island to another. Made the conclusion that lifestyle of animals they were different on several islands. Continue with his searching. He want to prove now if people came from apes. Skeleton of apes, you can see them here. At the end, you can see head of a human being. He got plenty problem with the church. Because God made man. And this is Africans, when they are going to hunt, they have this kind of ropes, this spear and also the shield. Now you can see horns, several animals. chairs and this table is made of ebony wood. This is a place you can see footprints of million years ago. Left, it is of an adult. Right, it is of a child. Now ask to come to outside, please, that you can see more things. At this side, please. Left out, it is of a child. Right out, it is of adult. When people are walking barefooted, the foot stretch. It's get bigger and bigger
It's a
and
big
bigger.
foot too.
I will show you a God with a big feet also. You don't have that kind of foot. No. No.
I was just looking at the size.
No, but you don't have the kind because they have that stretch and you don't have it. Now we go with this one. This is our culture made of dolls by Mrs. Zanoni. Mrs. Zanoni, she is born here. She was living in this area.
Oh, I see.
And now she's living in the Netherlands, in Almelo. She came to know the owner and opened the doors of a museum. And from people that she had in her mind, also she with the owner, together with her husband, she made dolls with them. In front of you, you can see the history about the spider. This history comes from times of slavery. Slaves that communicated to one another in a historical way, but also in their own language they have done it, that the master can understand what they are going to do. Nowadays, we turn to our children the history about the spider. Here in Curaçao, we call the spider Compananzi, and in Suriname and Africa, they call him Anansi. And this place you can see the play of the domino that we have here on our island. Not only men are sitting on the table, women too.
Seems like dominoes is a very popular sport here.
Yes, people like to
we
sit
saw 'em
on
playing
the
last
table,
night.
but they can have the playing here because they get very emotional, you know.
Right.
And it is about the shoe. That it is
What?
about the
Looking at
shoe. So the one who lost, they gave her the shoe.
Okay.
That it was. You feel it is too hard for you.
No, it's okay. I'm just
It's
sweating.
okay.
I wish I'd have bought a rag with me to wipe.
Yes.
See?
Do you have? Do you have?
No, I don't have anything. Oh, it's okay. We're good.
Do you want me to take paper for you?
No, I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
good.
Okay. You see, this lady and this gentleman, they go into the harvest feast. They celebrate the harvest feast the second day of Easter. This lady is going to the market. She has a bag in her hand and she can put everything in it. And other side, you can see men is going to fish. The lady in the blue, in the orange, on the back is rated greeters from Curaçao, is the tourist from the state. That's why I feel our islands also.
They like the rollers, didn't they?
The rollers, here Curaçao people, they have custom ladies. And they are going out at night to put their hair in the rollers. And they stay with the rollers the whole day. Until the hour they have to go out. But sometimes they have to go out to do some things what they need to do. Go to
Okay.
shop for the example.
Right.
And they're going like this without to put something to cover it. And they gave them the name of Shawawa.
Okay.
That means that you are not well dressed. And because they called it the name of Shawawa, plenty of them is going to a hairdresser, plenty of them is covered their hair with something, but sometimes they forget it and they go out without putting something to cover it.
Okay.
That it is about the rules.
All right.
Now you are going to see the history. Now the history will start.
All right.
That is the place. In front of you, you can see a face of a woman with thick lips. Keep looking and keep walking. Listen. Look and walk. Look and walk and look and walk and look and walk and keep looking. Keep looking and keep walking.
Africa.
It is the continent of Africa.
Yes.
But Mother Africa is made by a native in our island The name of the place is not Steeman. It's also where my roots are coming from.
Very
Yes.
nice, very
Yes.
nice.
Now this a place. You can see here how the actual spot is like. If you stand like this, let me help you.
Mm-hmm.
You can see at your left there is a man, in the middle there is a child, on your right side there is a woman. They put their hands and also the feet in chain, have a chain on the neck. It's made by Yupi Kirindong, also a native here on our island.
Mm-hmm.
Let's ask her to listen. In Europe, Portugal begins with the slave trade. Columbus, he came in the Caribbean 1495. Because it was Alonso de Ojeda, he has discovered Curaçao 1499. The Netherlands did with the slave trade. They made of Curaçao one of the biggest centers of the slave market of the Caribbean. It was because of the entrance of the harbor, it was because what Peter Stuyvesant had said to them to do. In those times, Peter Stuyvesant was governor on his island first. From Curaçao, they sent slaves to several countries, but also to Suriname and also to the States. You're going to hear the year they abolished the slave trade in the States, last was it fighting for black people rights in the States. Also come with this, please. Two pillars that you see here, it is used for to whip flags,
To what now?
to whip them.
Mm-hmm.
And the owner have to say something, he's using the bell. When the chief slave rings the bell, because he must obey the owner, he rings the bell, slaves must come. He will tell them, now it is the time that you have to go to do your jobs now. Sometimes he rings the bell. He will tell them keep standing. He must obey the master. He must whip another slave until he or she dies.
Mm.
Those were examples of punishment that they put on one. Other slaves must keep looking that they don't do the same thing that the other one has done. At this place you can see what you have at the back of your tickets. Let not most of old enslave you anew. Others please in the garden of your soul, without trace as the soul piece is coming from Nida Ekuri. Nida Ekuri is living on this island, but it's coming from Aruba. Don't ask me this, please.
I like that one. Let not the woes of old enslave your anew.
This you have at the back of your tickets.
Uh-huh.
You bought your tickets, you have this at the back.
Very on.
Ask me this, please. We're going first to this, please, and then after that we go over there.
Mm-hmm.
Here first.
Yes, ma'am.
At this place you can see who starts first. He is presented the sailor of Portugal. Sent his captains to Africa. It was for to look for gold. Instead of gold, they saw Africans. Got those people, they put them on a ship, went with them to Portugal. There in Portugal, they talked to the Pope about it. Pope in those times ordained them, let them be baptized in the Roman Catholic Church. And for baptizing them, the Roman Catholic Church got money from it. First of all, they took the original African names from them and gave them a name of a master. Before they went on the ships, they humiliated them. They took both men and women their clothes, they were naked. Hands they put in chain, It was for them not to escape because they have to brand them on their shoulder on the name of the master. They branded both men and women. After branding them, a priest will baptize them also. Now I will show you the brand and ask come with this at least. This thing had the name of the master on this thing. This here. And this thing, they put it in the fire, take it out, and put it on the shoulder of the people. This at least you can see it also. The woman of the master also this thing in his hands. Head smoke that is coming out. She is half naked, hands are in chains. She can't escape. She has a black spot on her shoulders. It's already branded. Expression on the face and also expression on the hands. It tells you that she has terrible pain. After branded her, a priest will baptize her also.
That's terrible.
Children they caught also, they put a yoke on the neck, 22, but also their hands in chain. It was also for them not to escape. Now you are going to see and to hear about the trick that they have used to catch Africans in their own country and ask come be a disciples. A disciples. The trick that they have used was with those traps. It is used for to catch animals, but in those times traps were used for to catch Africans in their own country. They open a trap, put it in the ground in Africa. When the sun goes down, when it is lunchtime, Africans did not notice there are traps in the ground. They let the children go out to play. When the child is going out to play, here she gets stuck in those traps. They start screaming because it hurts them. Parents will come out to help them, but also the neighbors. Screaming was also the sign for the workers of the master to come out of their hole. And they have heard the screaming till they come out of the hole. Africans are seen as it was the workers of the master. They can go away. The good ones, they call those people. Who they think they are not so good, they're killing them. So with traps, they did not find plenty people for the market. They have to conquer them too. Weapons of those workers of the master, they were better than the weapons of those Africans. So it was easy for them to be conquered. In both ways, they got the whole city. This is a rope of a priest. Also, they have made African priests, let them baptize their own people. That means they're showing division between them for them to conquer. Now, as God made this at least, we are going to hear about those punishments that they put on them. And some of them are for reason, some of them don't have for reason. As God made this at least. And this at least. She is a woman's slave. They don't give her food. For to survive, she has to steal us the other way. If they catch her stealing, they put the bride of hers between the teeth. Her lips are going to swell up, and she can eat more until she dies. Those chains that you see here, it is used when slaves now their intention was to escape. That was for to survive from that cruel treatment. If they catch them doing this, hands and feet they put in chain, they make them smaller. That means they break the spirit of them too. And this at least, hands they put in air, they put this totally up. The cruelest one is this. They put a naked slave in this chair, but also in the hot sun. So you can imagine what hot sun is doing with iron. The deliverance of the person was his death. What you are doing, I like it. You are the first one that touched all this thing. Everybody you can touch, you can touch. You have to be free. You have to know if I'm telling you the truth, yes or not. So you can touch. You see? Now we are going to talk about the Netherlands. We are going to talk about Curaçao. because that's why I'm telling you, our roots come from Africa, that's why it was. And this is a place that you can see everything. Take your time here.
Yes, ma'am.
That's all this is. West Indies Company came here 1634. They saw Indians, they saw Spain and Portugal. Spain and Portugal, they were looking for gold. On this island, you don't find gold because we don't have gold on this island. That's why they call this island a useless island. Also, they call this island Island of the Giants because they saw those Indians. In those times, they call it the 18 years of war between the Netherlands and Spain. And because of the war, West Indies Company did not trust Spain with Indians. They thought they were friends, though Spain and Portugal have treated Indians as slaves. They sent the last Indians back to Venezuela, where they came from, they were the Caquetillos. In the cave of Hato, you can see the size of them. 1650, West Indies Company went to Africa, was buying slaves by this African king. This king has plenty slaves. Between themselves, they had problem. The tribe was lost. They preferred to be used as slaves and not to be killed. That's why this king sends own people to those Dutchmen, because he has plenty slaves, not knowing what was the consequence of the selling. Dutchmen saw it was better and cheaper for them to go to Africa. They made themselves. Slave trade here on Curaçao, they call it in the Netherlands their golden age. In those times, they are sold into slavery intelligent people, educated people. But they prefer to educate them. The man must be a carpenter, they must make furniture, they must work on the saucepans and also on those plantations. They are selling them also to the state for $300 or more than men. Women, they put them in housekeeping and misuse them for sex also. Children that they have caught on those ships, they don't give them plenty to eat, neither plenty to drink. That's why plenty of those children died. Plenty got sick. Who survived when they came here? You have to give them for weak food to make them stronger because they were weak. After making them stronger, boys and girls must be grown up slaves. They educated the boys and sending them also to the States for $200 or more. The girls, they put them in housekeeping and misuse them for sex also. At this place, you can see two weapons. This one is of the worker of the master, and this one is of those Africans. So it was easy for them to be conquered, but it is used also for the exchanging of them. In those times, not only weapons they had with them for to exchange people, plenty other products with them also. Now I will show you how they humiliated them as come in this piece. This chair talks. As money talks, this chair talks also. This symbolizes the master and this symbolizes the slaves. In those times, slaves, they must carry their master on their shoulder. It was a kind of humiliation they have done to those people also. At this place you can see how they call them in several places, in several countries, they call them the shipmate. In Suriname, they call it Zibi Mati. Until today, Mati is used on this island. Though you have a forefathers, Suriname, they call, and you are born here, they call you still Mati. Brazil, Malongo, Trinidad, Malongi, it is Baltimore. Now we are going to see what they were looking for in Europe, because countries in Europe, they were looking for ways to pay the slave trade. Slave trade bring with it plenty money and spices, also plenty products. As you compare this and this. She is a black slave from Africa. She is a white slave from Europe. The white one is intelligently educated too, but parents could not pay the debts. Creditors are selling the daughters into slavery. That's why it's a black one here consoling a white one. Now we are going to see what they did in the house king. At this end, please. She has to take care of the master child that is sitting on her lap. She has also children with the master. That was one way for to have slaves also. So the foolish thing that people can imagine in those times, they have done. At this end. Yes. On the boat of the ship, they had a water distiller. They put seawater in it, boil it. And they make from seawater the drinking water. After that, they put it in the belt that I'm going to show you now. And this please. You take your time. It is a little slippery over there. Mind to step. They're going down. To see how they have transported the slaves. And this please. Take your time here. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. And this please. Here it is a little slippery. Here it is a little slippery. Just be very careful. And don't forget the head.
2, 3, 4. One down into the cold. Down into the hole. Down into the hole.
Yes, you have to be very, very careful for your hand. So don't forget bowl that you can see. It's a replica of a space of a ship that you can't imagine how they have to spot the thing. When the slaves must carry 12 slaves, they pack them up with 700 people. At the other side you can see it. And this happens. They were naked. Hands and feet in chain, sitting between one another legs, but they are sitting in their own dirt. A death in the coffin has more space than them. You can see it here, there you can see it too, and there are the shepherds. Are the shepherds. They had the men separate, women separate, boys separate, and girls separate. But they must stay in a good condition for them to get plenty money out of them. So they put the exercise on them. The trick was the exercise, but if you see in front of you, see a drum over there. And they mean the dancing. They knew that Africans at the sound of the drums, they're going to move. That we have here on our island also. Because they knew it, they put them to dance and they call it the exercise. They refused to dance. They want to go back to Africa. Because they refused to dance, they whipped them. They must dance if they like it or not. In a disciplines, you can see the 2 bells that I told you about. They put the drinking water in those bells. Don't forget the head, people. Don't forget that you don't.
Right.
I'm going to knock on this thing that you can see it. If you stand at this side, you can see it better. You have to see 3 ships. If you stand like this, I'm going out of your way, sir. Those ships that flows for the market. It's better you touch this thing. If you stand like here, it is better for you, sir. If you stand like here, you can see the things better. It's better you touch this thing than you hit your head. And go out of your way.
3 ships.
You can see it? Don't forget the head. Don't forget the head. Now we can go up. If you have seen
The
everything.
scale of a slave ship.
Yes.
As our guide has indicated to us, very limited space.
Yes, yes. But that was to make too that they have transported them. This is a replica.
You see.
It's a replica of actual slave of a slave.
Don't forget the head, sir.
I was trying to get those,
And I don't want nothing to happen to you.
right. There we go. I was trying to get those,
If
these
you,
things.
you want me to
No, you
get
good.
off
No, you're not in the way.
Yes?
We're going back up.
Sagging pants and all profanity and all the profane things kids go into, they need to take a look at this. Sense of what our ancestors had. Just maybe.
And it's a
Excuse me.
Sir,
Yes.
you went over that, and now you can see it is better. You can see?
Mm-hmm.
You can see. That is a half of a ship, and you can see it's half of places here. That was the way they have their people. Men separate, boys separate, women separate, and girls separate. Yes?
Mhm.
As dominant. This is a robe of a captain in those times. This is a ship of war of Spain.
Mm.
And this ship is a gift given to this museum by Mr. Andy Boutique. Everything is a private collection of the owner, but there are some gifts also.
Mm-hmm.
When they have conquered another ship, they have to steal slaves from that ship. The easiest way that you can have slaves, that it was the market Willemstad. A sick slave on a ship, sick one, they throw it in the sea. And they have to lie to the insurance that that slave died of a natural death to get money from the insurance. With slave money, banks and insurance companies started. A famous bank that started with slave money, it was the Barclays Bank by two brothers, David and Alexander